Welcome, everyone, whether you are watching right now or you are watching at another point in time. Just adjusting some things. We are here to inaugurate a new season of Wicked League. And I am just adjusting some names and stuff. I am joined here by Weight of Glory. Hello, Weight of Glory. How are you doing?
Hello, I am doing well. Excited to kick off another season of Disney Villainous here.
Wonderful.
So,
So there are some things changing with this season, more than just a new roster of villains. So we're trying out a new system of picking villains. We're trying out a draft system where we're going to randomly pick 5 villains from the whole roster, and the 2 players will pick their villains from those 5. The reason for doing this is so that we don't have everyone always picking the same villains all the time. We want to encourage villain diversity without uh, some rigged up point system where you get 3 more points for playing Corella or something. So this is
mhm.
our attempt to encourage that diversity. So we have 2 matches up. We have first up are Zlay and Wako, and then later on we're going to have Zachary and Jim Dandy. So what do you think
Yep.
of these 2 matchups? Wait.
I think we'll have some good matchups here. The second one is actually um, the finale of a tournament that Zachary hosted, kind of just as a like previewing this new style of play. Just where we kind of select a random set of the 5 villains, and um, one gets banned, and then the other 4 get picked between the two. So we'll kind of see how that plays out as these matches go. But so that second match is a finale of that tournament there. And this one, Wacko and Zlay, both great players. I'm excited to see which villains we get to see play tonight.
Awesome. So we just saw that the teal is. Oh yeah, we can specify. Thank you,
Yes.
Zachary, for reminding me. From the teal, we were seeing that Wacko is going first. I don't personally remember the exact specifics of the draft. Wave Glory, do you?
Yeah, so the dice will be rolled for choice of either banning a villain or picking the first villain. So whichever Wacko chooses, since he won the dice roll, he'll either get to choose to pick his villain first or to choose whether or not to which villain he wants to ban from the set of 5. And in the Wicked League, it's actually going to be one option for the first flop, which we've kind of termed the flop of the random 5 villains.
And we can see here we
Um,
have Pete, Radigan, Evil Queen, Queen of Hearts, and Corella, and it looks like Zlay is banning Queen of Hearts.
okay, so Wacko chose to pick villain first. I was saying that if the person who was doing the banning of the villain doesn't like the flop, they can actually choose one time to completely re-pick villains as well. So it looks like they were fine with this set here. So we'll just see who Wacko decides to pick here.
So now there's an interesting thing here about the banning because you're not just banning a villain you don't want used against you. You can also ban a villain you don't want to play. So probably Zlay didn't want to play Queen of Hearts or didn't want to play against Queen of Hearts. So Zlay has taken Evil Queen. Wako is now taken Radigan and Corella, which means the second villain for Pete is second villain for Zlay is Pete. Now, how does picking who goes first work?
So I believe that the person who banned gets first choice of first or second,
Okay.
um, if I'm remembering correctly.
All right. Zachary is saying player 2 decides turn order in game 1. Game 2 and 3 is decided
Yes,
by loser,
correct.
which is what we used to do. All right. I will adjust my screen here so we can zoom in on the players and their boards. All right, so Wacko's starting off with Ratigan. We'll see what Zlay chooses to start with. Pete. Ratigan and Pete. So, was this a blind pick?
No, I think that it was going to be a blind pick, but I believe that they recently decided to change that to player two also gets the option of counter picking
Okay.
as just another benefit of going second.
And it
Get to
looks
counter
like
pick
we are
on that first
using the
game.
Introduction to Evil start rules, which means we start on our portraits and we each start with 2 power. There's been a lot of
Yes.
discussion over that. So the starting in your portrait seems to just be getting Disney Villainous in line with Marvel and Star Wars, which have always started on the portrait. The gain 2 power aspect, I'm a little fuzzier on. I think I've tried to ask Ravensburger a couple times why. I think the response I got back was that they felt it started the game off a little quicker. So I think the intent of that is more that for like newer players, let's start them off with more power. I'm not sure how well I like that for a competitive scene, but we'll see how that plays out here. And we also
Yeah.
saw Zlay used the new mulligan with Pete over there.
Yes. So we have our turn timers, just another thing that we typically do in the league for those who are unfamiliar, 40 minutes for the game, and then each turn is limited to 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. All right. I will say, Wacko, you're kind of breathing on your microphone.
I probably am. I cannot keep my microphone away from me.
All right.
I'm not breathing heavy.
Wacko is going right over to. We have triggered a condition already. Wacko's gone over to the toy shop. Gains 3 power, which triggered Zlay's Pete's Mischief. I'm just going to go with villain names right now, which means I should change these icons. If OBS will let me do that. We see discarding. We didn't see anything played yet. Oh, okay. We are playing tools in Buckingham Palace, and the robes as well, which do
Early
cost
tools,
cheaper.
nice for Ratigan there.
Oh yes. Okay. Pete is playing a game already. This could go very well or very poorly, and that is 4 power exactly. So if that's the play a game location, that is a goal already for Pete, and it is. That is win big.
Nice. I think he set that up with the condition.
Okay, we have a
Just trying to adjust my
devious.
microphone.
All right, that is a whiff of a fate. There are no heroes for sabotage to do anything. For those of you who are not familiar, Pete has 4 different relatively simple little mini objectives he has to accomplish. Ratigan needs to get out the item the Robot Queen and move it on over to his rightmost location, which is Buckingham Palace. The Queen costs 15 power, so he will not only need to find that card, but also accrue a lot of money, which the Royal Robes will help him do, which he's doing right now, activating them, gaining 2 power to play Ruffians. Looks like, or maybe taking that back. Nope, we're not playing Ruffians. We're playing The Gears, which is free because of tools and reciprocating the fate. All right, so we're going to be losing 2 power and revealing a goal with Outlawed. All right, I need to zoom in and see what this goal is.
Yeah, I have to zoom in too. It looks like
Strike
Strike
It
It Rich,
Rich.
so
All
we
right, that's
start with 3 items
uh,
there.
the worst goal, but it's honestly not in the worst position. So you don't want Strike It Rich on the ends because then it's just so hard to get the items all over there, but it's more in the middle, so this should be a little easier. And we see the first item. It's Bank Loot.
All of Pete's items, he's got 4 of them have to be played to a specific location, and then he has to maneuver them around if he has Strike It Rich. But they all also give him an additional action as well.
I think here you do play Basil and get rid of those tools.
Yeah, you can move him away later. It's a strategy that a lot of people do like because you put Ratigan where he can't necessarily block the best actions.
And this does
I think
mean Radigan is now fate locked, so Pete should have a little easier time, because Basil's probably going to stick around for a while, unless Wako has Felicia in hand. No, he's going to the toy shop, getting some more power, discarding some stuff, taking it back. Waka's a little indecisive here today. In the comments, Zachary is mentioning that Cricket has been discarded. Cricket is a nice little ally that moves around when heroes are played, which is good for one of the goals that requires you to have more allies than heroes at each location. So now we are seeing a Ruffians play.
Ruffians allow you to take one action at their location,
Looks like we went with the
as long as they're
power
played to
game.
a location that's not Radigan.
Mm-hmm. So Radigan
We
has
see
very
now.
few allies, but we have seen Marvelous Traps getting discarded and a Uniforms, which would help with the Vanquishes. All right, we do see another Ruffians, though, which I think, again, is doing the 2 power, so it's essentially power neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Drawing it back up. I'm guessing Guac was probably looking for Felicia right now. Okay, we see a horse, which moves the bank loot there, so you can gain extra power, and then just shunt it over. Very nice. We see a fate. Not the best. So the
Now, Flaversham rarely gets played by the opponent. If
mm-hmm.
Flaversham is at the secret lair, then he gets cost of -3 off of the Robot Queen.
That is correct. Another Gears, which must be paid for now because Tools is gone, and we see the Fate coming back. I think we go Minnie Mouse here, who would just straight up discard the
Yeah.
bank loot.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like Radigan wants to take this opportunity to return the favor and Fate lock Pete.
Actually, that's Fate Lock is at the other location.
Is it? Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, I think just minimizing the incentive of fading this turn.
It's been a while since I've commentated on Villainous. I need to refresh in my mind where everything is.
You've been doing a lot of what is it, the Lorcana, the new card
Lorcana,
game?
yeah, I've been doing a lot of that.
Okay.
But I am glad to see Wicked League back up and restarted. I'm going to participate myself. I'll try to get some streams in. My evenings have gotten a bit busier since the last time I did it, but I do still love me some Villainous. Okay, we're getting some bandits played. Only 2, so no power play. Okay, but that still would allow Minnie to get vanquished next turn.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of power for Radigan. I think Radigan might. Yeah, we see the Fidget's list discarded. I think the Robot Queen might be in hand. And there's the
Yeah,
bell.
and I think at this point it's just if you can race and try to get that queen all the way down to Buckingham Palace while Radigan's still there,
All right.
then only the Mouse Queen's going to stop that.
I think Pete does have Rule the Realm because we're seeing a big spread of allies. Zelaya really needs to find the Mouse Queen right now. Or something. Anything. Sabotage.
Oh,
Sabotage the bell. Get rid of that bell.
yeah, get rid of the bell.
Not the
Yeah,
gears, the bell. Get rid of the bell.
too much power. Too much power already. I would just get rid of the bell. Nope.
No. You gotta get rid of the
For gears.
bell.
Yeah, I think you take away that utility and only give that one Felicia access.
Well,
But we also saw a parrot pulling back an item, I believe. I believe he took back the bank loot.
We did.
We're just gonna play and move the Robot Queen, it looks like.
Yep.
Discarding 2, so that's 6 off, so I have to spend 9. It does take away a little bit of that power utility that Radigan had there.
Oh, yes.
Discarding the gears. But I still probably would have preferred the bell, but see how it works out.
And we're just fating again, as it's highly possible that Wako has the... Ooh, that is a very nice Mouse Queen.
Yeah, I think you double or cover that double play.
Yeah.
And we do have plenty of allies out to sacrifice to Felicia. Don't have to pay the full 5 for her.
But he's currently at his vanquished location.
That is
So,
true. You definitely don't want to play her yet. I'd probably go activate the Royal Robes, gain a couple power and fate.
or the bell if you're still looking for Felicia.
That's true too. Not sure how many cards are left in that deck.
Because you could spend your whole turn just playing airship and moving over the robot queen and getting to fate, but then you're still stuck with the mouse queen. Well, it looks like there was the royal robes usage, and now we're drawing some cards.
Probably still looking for Felicia there.
Mickey
There's
hurts.
Mickey Mouse and Hyde. Which I think do you go ahead and cover the fate, or
Yeah, you cover that fate.
yeah, Mickey's just gonna die this turn though, but that does get rid of a lot of those allies. Set you back on the rule the realm.
Yeah. This is getting a
Moving
little
over the robot.
dangerous.
Yeah, I could see a Felicia play and vanquish the Mouse Queen here.
And Basil is not in a good position right now.
No. Yep, there it is.
You have to fate. You have to move Basil. Okay, that'll do it.
It's unfortunate because Felicia can just be pulled right back here.
Yeah.
Because that bell is still there. I think you just go get Felicia and Fate because that's No, we're not doing that. Maybe playing Fidget and a Uniform? Nope.
No, we are using a Ruffian to move.
Okay. I would have liked to see Felicia play, because if he didn't double stack, which he could have double stacked it, but he could have played Vanquished and moved the next turn.
But this is win con unless there is a fate here.
That's true. We do still have the balloon, and I think is Toby still in there too?
No, Toby
Or do
went
we see Toby
by.
go by?
This needs to be a call for
Oh, we
help or
did
the
have a
balloon.
devious though,
It's the balloon.
and but that's still perfect setup. Oop, wrong pile.
But Felicia is in the discard pile right now.
She is. There is a Ruffians there at that location though, at the Buckingham Palace for the extra strength. I think you go Fate and cover that top Fate.
Yeah. Because that just seals the win here because you just get back Felicia.
Oh, okay, we're gonna do it that way too. That'll do it too.
Okay. Radigan's showing his power as usual.
See what other goals we had here. We had Roundup and Rule the Realm. So no power play. All right, so that's going to be a win for Radigan, which means that Wacko is now left with Cruella to get another win, and we'll play Cruella against either Pete or Evil Queen.
We'll see what Slay picks. back out. So I'm a little quiet at times. I'm going through a pint of Ben and Jerry's here. But we do
Ah,
see
yes.
Evil Queen. Let me hear the ding 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 of the timer running out. So two of my favorite villains, Evil Queen and Cruella de Vil. So Evil Queen is quite strong. She can very quickly get to her win condition, but she's very vulnerable early in the game because it takes her a while to unlock her second fate location. Cruella is very
Yeah.
slow, but she can fate like nobody's business. So we'll see how this turns out. I think Evil Queen is favored here, but Cruella can pull it through, I think. It's just going to take a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Cruella definitely doesn't have the quickest start there, but she can bog down Evil Queen with some dwarves. I think Evil Queen's probably quick enough, but we'll see.
But now, starting on the portrait, Evil Queen can fate on her first turn, which is new.
Yeah, not getting a lot of utility from that location on turn 1 though.
That's true.
Unless you want to try to cover up top fate.
All right. All set up. Oh, we're doing the mulligan. Okay. Like, we're setting aside a card or two cards. The only thing that isn't Horus or a flashlight, you put back in the deck.
Right. Yeah, you gotta have something to get those puppies on the board.
Oh yes. You need to be putting the puppy on your board every turn. Otherwise, you're just never going to win. All right, Evil Queen, 5 power to start off with. That is so much.
We could see
Ooh, Mummy Dust. Mummy Dust
Mummy
doesn't
Dust.
protect us. So, the Evil Queen needs to get 4 ingredients to unlock the Dwarf's Cottage, which is where Snow White is going to appear, and then she needs to use her poison to brutally murder the 14-year-old girl. Cruella de Vil needs to get puppy tokens onto her board. They are assigned to different locations, and then capture those puppies from her board. And if she starts her turn with the 99 puppies worth of tokens, she wins.
All right, so it's turn 1 for Evil Queen, protected by Mummy Dust. If she gets faded, gets a free poison.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Cruella does.
Corella's going to the countryside, which I think is a good move. Hopefully you have Horus. There's the Horus. Yeah, there's my boy. Ooh, and with a poker. I'm not sure I like adding the poker so soon because there are fates that will just get rid of it. But Evil Queen doesn't seem to be interested in fading. Evil Queen is just, we are speed running ingredients here.
Yep.
Because I think that's what you got to do. Because you know you can outrace Cruella, so just don't even fake her. You don't need to do anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of her fates right off um, can backfire too if
Oh
she
yeah.
gets those effects too early. Nice
Okay.
to get an extra puppy token there.
They're both
Get the
11s
job
though,
done
so
to duplicate that. Activate.
you hope to see a 22, but
You
ooh,
do.
a double fate. Oh, Doc is great. I would put 1 in the lab and 1 in the mine, I think. Put Doc in the
Yeah.
mine because you don't want Doc
Yeah,
in the
Doc.
lab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want him dying right away. We're
Oh,
just
we're
gonna
just
double
double blocking the
stack.
mine. Interesting.
Or no.
Well, that I like better. I still would have covered the lab because you want to cover that move a hero action.
Mm-hmm.
But there is.
That's gonna
Okay, it didn't end up
bump Doc
mattering.
right out of the way.
Yeah.
So that's all 4 ingredients for Evil Queen. Just looking to get Snow White on the board now.
Okay. She will need to get rid of Doc at some point, but she can do
Hmm.
that next turn, provided there's a take a bite in hand. And Corella's just fating again. Checking the whole. That was a bunch of trash. Um, ooh, I like Dopey. Put Dopey in the lab right now. No, the lab! The lab! Doc is gonna die. uh, I
Yeah,
don't.
and I don't think Evil Queen's too interested in fading, so that
Yeah,
top
not at all.
fate cover
Does not care at all.
not not the best right now.
Mm-hmm.
Moving Dopey though.
Okay.
Maybe we don't have a take a bite in hand.
Ooh, prepping the huntsman. If Corella gets her first fate, and yeah, you play Nanny. Just put Nanny. She's gonna die immediately, but it's using up
Yeah.
the poker. Honestly, in this situation, I might have played Perdita, because then you're kind of left with the conundrum: do I kill Perdita and let her come back, or do I just leave her there and hope I draw into that devil woman?
Hmm. I mean, yeah, I think I'd probably hope for that devil woman if you had it in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Would be nice, but move her out of the way.
Nanny's
But
gone.
we do see Nanny gone.
Yep, first
There's a
22,
22.
22 in Hell Hall. Very nice. Hopefully you get Jasper. Oh, another get the job done. 22 in Countryside.
And nice. Yeah, 66 puppies on the board.
There's nothing Rufus needs to do, so I'd put the Wishing Well. No, put the Wishing Well on Doc. Okay. Wacko just does not want to be fated. Evil Queen does not care right now. Okay, he's gaining one. Oop. I'll fix ya. Discarding, discarding.
And we might just be. Let's see what we get here.
That's a waste.
That's a fate whip. Yep.
That is the thing about Corella, is that a lot of her fates at certain points in the game just don't do anything.
And here we see that fate barrage from Cruella here.
I think you do woodland creatures here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Let's
you gotta
see.
get rid of a Takeovite. No, get rid of the black
I don't know.
magic.
I would get rid of the black magic. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's harder to get the magic mirror.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've got both of those activates covered right now. I think if you get rid of that black magic, that takes away pulling the mirror right out.
Yeah, Cruel is never going off.
No.
Although, Cruel...
Technically, if the huntsman bounces around.
Yeah, the Huntsman is not going to bounce around.
No.
What would proc it is if you got an item on a dwarf and the dwarf got moved, because that would...
That's true too.
Yeah.
Now we are getting rid of Doc here.
That's going to be 4.
It'll be 3 because of the huntsman.
True.
And I think, oh, we're going to brood all. I was going to say I would have not brood all of it because Happy, I believe, is still in there.
Yeah, Happy's still in there.
I would have probably not brooded all at that time.
Yeah, I would have only brewed 3.
Let's see here. What puppies will we get this time?
Okay.
Another 22.
3 of the
No farm.
22s are out. That's real good.
And another puppy.
Wacko's...
Getting some good order for the cards to get those puppies out.
It's been very... Yeah, it's throw Happy's out.
Ooh, but do you put Doc back up though? That's the second. That's the second.
At
Love's
this
First
point,
Kiss.
no. Doc is worth more right now because that wastes so much poison. Doc will come back around eventually. Yeah, I would put out Happy.
That is 4 poison gone, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe I would maybe double cover. Yeah, double cover one of those activates. Just cover up the move.
Mm-hmm. All right. Black Magic just getting some more power. All right, back to Cruella. It's looking like a full board of puppies. Discarding the flashlight. I think what Cruella wants to see now is Jasper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, start capturing some of those puppies.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
There's the Roadster. Roadster, nice and handy for bouncing those puppies closer to Jasper.
I think, yeah, you do Grumpy at this point. Just throw him somewhere.
Yeah.
There will be no moving of heroes.
Unless we have all fixture. And there it is.
All right. You can bring back
Still
Nanny or
no Captain.
Perdita.
Yeah. That's rough. I think you pull Nanny back out.
Yeah. Just dump her in Radcliffe.
I think here we probably see that devil woman.
Possibly. I wouldn't mind going to Hell
Ground
Hall here. Just to start moving the Roadster and also get in some... Because,
Mhm.
like... Evil Queen needs to do so much right now. I would absolutely go to Hell Hall here. Unless you have that Devil Woman or Poker in hand to just immediately kill the Nanny.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, there's that Devil Woman. Keeping Countryside open is interesting. Alright, there's Sleepy. Or Bashful, rather.
Bash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat was, oh, it's going to be real difficult for Corolla because now EQ can fade basically every turn. I was like, nope.
Nope.
Discarding the whole
Chuck in.
hand.
Man, that mirror is just buried.
Yeah.
Ingredients quick, not so the mirror.
You're going to want the mirror and you're going to want a That'll Fix Ya so you can play it and activate it on the same turn.
Right.
There's so many dwarves now. I would go to Countryside or Hell Hall here. We're discarding. I would still play the Here Puppies.
Oh. Yeah, I would. Oh, it looks like we need some power though.
Mm-hmm.
Still looking for Jasper. Yeah.
Okay, moving the Roadster over to Horus. Capturing the 22. And saying go. Playing some tomes and Phaeton. Okay, that's what you want to see is the... Okay, we're just... Alright. Evil Queen is just like, stop fading me. I think Gorilla goes to Countryside and moves Horus back over right now. There's exactly 99 puppies out.
Yeah, and that's one of the where Labrador's gone by too. There's still one more in there that can put some back in the supply. what to do as Cruella. Your fading has been slowed.
Ooh, getting back something out of the discard pile. Oh, getting bought and paid for. I like that.
Mm-hmm. I like that too. Go over to Hell Hall next turn, and then play bought and paid for to capture a couple 22s,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can move the Roadster with those other puppies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bump in Bashful out of the way there.
Oh my god.
Chucking the rest.
The mirror is just AFK right now. There's so many dwarfs. Oh, we are taking that back. Nope, that is not allowed.
I believe the huntsman has dropped their strengths down. So I think could he still do that? Who did he have there?
I'm communicating with them right now. So happy. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think the huntsman kept them low enough
Okay.
to be able to do that.
Okay. God, there's so many things to remember.
Like you said, we just gotta get back in the swing of things here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Taking away some of that mobility.
Mm-hmm.
Got both of her activates covered right now.
All right.
Snow White and the Wishing Well.
I would put Wishing Well. Oh,
Oh.
Vanity. Yeah, put it. I would put it in the mine.
Yeah. Put it on to someone who's not dying. So I don't think any of them are dying at any time soon. Still no mirror.
Oh my god, it's all the way at the bottom. Pongo's good. Though, I mean, the roaster's just gonna move. Yeah, I like that better. Cover up that move. This is why I don't like moving Horus around, because then you just get swamped.
Chuck some cards. Chuck. Do that. Moving Horus with the extra action there. I think now's where we're going to start seeing some of those fake cards coming back.
There's the mirror. Sneezy's already in play, so not going to do anything. Oh, no. You gotta play the mirror, or Woodland Creatures is going to get rid of it for you. You've come this far, you need to play it. my god, there's so many dwarves. It's just a mangled stack.
What do we have? I think we've got 6 of the 7 on the board.
Yeah, I think the only one missing is Doc.
Tibbs, Roger, and Anita.
I don't really like either of them right now.
No.
Oh, but yeah, moving things over to Pongo. Yeah, that's good. And Horus is out of position.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, at that point as Cruella, I think I would just kind of cry and concede.
Have we seen any more of the oh, I can't even. I'm rusty too. I can't think of the name of the card. Pulls back the card from the discard pile. Have we seen both of those go by?
I think those got discarded. Yeah.
Okay, I know he used one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay, that isn't allowed.
no, it's still good. Sneezy's a 2,
Are they
and
both
Dopey
twos?
doesn't bump himself up.
That's true. Okay.
Dopey doesn't bump himself.
Okay. No, Dopey wasn't there.
Wasn't he? Who was the other
Dopey
one?
got moved over. Oh, it was Bashful. Yeah, Bashful is small enough. Okay.
Okay, it was Bashful.
I just hate using Scream of Fright because, like, Dopey just turns it off.
Zlay did a pretty good job of playing around it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to use it. Yeah, I think Cruella got herself a little stuck there.
Yeah. I think you should not have kept Horace sliding around, and I don't think you should have stopped at just 99 puppies on the board. I think you keep putting puppies on the board until you hit Jasper. So here, Krell's going through the whole deck. You need to play Jasper.
I haven't seen the telephone. Did he discard the telephone?
I have also not seen the telephone. It may be in hand. Okay, we got rid
I
of
was thinking if you could.
Colonel is kind of the one hero you don't want to kill because it's so bad when he's played. All right, moving over Doc. I like this, but now you need a heck of a lot of power. Because ideally you would
Yeah,
want to
right.
get rid of Doc and Snow White in quick succession.
Yeah, so we got Doc as a 4. And Snow White, I think. Are all 7 on the board right now?
Yeah. All
I think
7.
they are.
So Snow White's a monster right now. Although technically Doc makes her stronger, but it does not matter.
True. All right, going over to Hell Hall. Let's see if we have anything to move the board around a little bit here.
So you need to move Pongo out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
If you have that Devil Woman, you move Pongo and you activate. Okay, alright, that's not the worst.
Move
Yeah, I would move
Jasper over.
Yeah. and then get like a get the job done or something. Oh wait, no, you can still activate. So yeah, spend the one, activate Jasper.
No, we pulled out a
Right.
that 20, that
Yeah.
22.
Okay, so they'll have to wait then. Oh, did we?
All right,
Was
here
that
comes
a
fate.
That'll Fix You was played?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and then the others were discarded. So there's Perdita taking back one of those puppy tokens.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you go, and it's not the best. Hopefully you have a poker in hand, but you could vanquish Captain and then pull him right back
Oh
out.
yeah, that is a thing you can do. All right, we're fading first. Yeah, I think you woodland creatures.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You get rid of a take a bite.
Yep. Get rid of those Takeabytes.
Which one are you discarding? Which take a bite? That one, okay.
All right, I think we still have a play a card option and an activate. Now, if we had that Devil Woman to bump Pongo out of the way, that would be ideal. Nope, just getting some power. All right, Evil Queen. Getting power as well. Brew some poison. So I think Snow White will be, let's see, there's 6 dwarves plus Dopey is a 7. So she'll be an 11 by the time Doc's gone right now.
Yeah, ideally you want to get like a pickaxe on her.
Mm-hmm. Or 2.
Mm-hmm. God, it's like Cruella hasn't made any progress at all.
All right. Let's see what we do here.
Gotta do something, gotta move. Can't stay in one place. Okay. We are discarding. Alright, you're gonna have to get rid of Pongo somehow.
Gaining power, discarding card.
So the problem now is you can't really fate lock Evil Queen anymore because all the heroes are on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just kind of inevitable.
Yeah. Jasper was a little too late.
Yeah.
Really good start, though.
I think you put a pickaxe on Doc. Or you will do woodland creatures. It doesn't
Oh, 3.
matter.
3.
Should have done pickaxe.
All right. At this point, it's just going to be building up some power, getting rid of Doc here.
Okay, cruel. No, devilish rather. I like that. Okay, opening up the fate spot.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be getting rid of Sergeant Tibbs there.
Putting in some discards. Technically, you could have done
Pickaxe.
Cruel when Dopey was moved. Yeah, he put the pickaxe on. Doc is now shuffled in. Doing some counting here. That you go to lab. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go to lab. You're so close. Go to the lab.
Chucking everything. Oh, maybe not everything. I think he still has a take a bite in hand.
Yeah, I would have gone to the lab, brew the last bit of poison, move over Snow White.
Yeah, I think you need. What do we say? You need 13 right now.
And there's Doc again.
There's Doc again.
God. Yeah, you really need to be able to do it in quick succession. It has to be Doc one turn, Snow White the next.
Yeah, with that fate deck small, Doc's just popping right back out.
We're going to check the big timer real quick. It's 11 minutes left. It's a long one.
Cruella tends to do that.
Okay, we're moving over
All right, moving
Snow
Snow
White.
White.
Alright, so this could be the beginning of the end here. We're brewing a lot of poison. You go over, you kill Doc, then you come back to the lab, move Snow White over, and just end this. Alright, just playing a I'll fix it just to get it out of the hand. Okay. Is that a play or a discard? That's a discard, okay.
Yeah, we're chucking some cards. We're still looking for that devil woman to move Pongo out of the way
Okay.
here. There's a bought and paid for.
I might have held on to the Devilish because you know Doc is dying. Yeah, you do woodland creatures here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because he's got plenty of the take-a-bites. He had one, probably got another one coming in. So that's 6 to get rid of Doc.
Mm-hmm. We're discarding.
Snow White. So Snow White's a 4 plus 7 for those dwarves is 11. Plus 2 for the pickaxe is 13. Minus 1 for the huntsman is 12 right now.
Which you will get exactly. Provided there's no more loss of anything. Well, alright. Alright,
Another
so
pickaxe. We need 14.
6 dwarfs plus Dopey, so that's plus 7. So with the base of 4, that's 11. Plus a pickaxe is 13, which needs to be 12 with the huntsman.
She's got 2 pickaxes on her.
Does he have 2? She
Yeah,
does
she's
have
got
2.
both.
Okay, so that needs to be 14. Alright, we're gaining that last bit of power.
Nope. We're activating to get rid of those pickaxes.
Oh, yo, that works. But that's still 11.
Mm-hmm.
And you're risking Doc coming out. Yeah, there he is.
And there's Doc. There he is, back again. Yeah, I think at this point you put him at the mine, prevent him from dying right away.
This is. I think this is gonna end up being a tie.
You're one of those endless fate cycles where the decks are both too small to
Yeah.
prevent anything damaging from coming out.
Uh, okay. Now we can. You can kill Nanny. Um. Yeah, bring him back over there and just kill Pongo. Just kill Pongo. He's been there way too long. Getting back something. Getting back bought and paid for. Okay. What is that going to do? Pongo is still there. Pongo is still there. Is that going to do it? Just get rid of the last.
And there goes the take a bite.
Oh my god.
I think you all fix you and do a tomes.
Yeah.
Nope.
6.5 minutes.
Oh. Order of operation. There we go. Just I would have done the tome, or I would have probably searched for take a bite. But against then you risk losing some of the others. 6 minutes on the timer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now do we have a
Jealousy.
thing to bump?
Nope, you
Nope,
can't.
can't do that.
Pongo. Pongo cannot capture.
Reverse turn.
This is it's like Pongo exists. You gotta get rid of him.
Move him out of the way. I am surprised we haven't seen him moved out of the way.
Yeah. All right, now you're playing the poker. Good.
Fireplace poker.
Thinking with pokers. Okay.
All right, now we're gonna finally have enough poison here.
Yeah, that'll be enough if you get the. Just bring back Nanny.
And there goes. I would get rid of those 22 puppies. Nope, we're gonna.
Yeah, you double stack. Yep, that's exactly what you
cover
do.
that.
So now Corolla's just kind of stuck. Well, you did get rid of Pongo. Finally. Oh, and we are going to get the activate. Grab those two. That's 80. That's 99.
That's 99.
That's 99
Yep.
exactly. Oh my god, that's game? Yo!
Oh, he doesn't have take a bite. Wow.
That is wild.
Oh, that was a crazy game.
Okay.
Curious what the next fate would have been.
Let's hop in their voice chat. There was 4 minutes left. Let's hop in their voice chat.
All right.
Hello.
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 That was some interesting games there.
Yeah, it really was.
That Corella one was not really expected there.
No.
I just couldn't really handle the fade onslaught, and I don't really know how to fade against Corella.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it either. But that's like the interesting thing with this draft format. Like I was telling Slay that like I didn't know Corella had a chance against Evil Queen. And so this kind of showed me, oh, okay, well maybe she does have a chance. So you learn some things with this new draft formula.
Mm-hmm.
It's forcing people to play like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting with that game, just the Fate Onslaught kind of flip flop back and forth there for Corella had it for a little bit there at the first part, and then Evil Queen was kind of right back in that zone once all the heroes were on the board and out of the way.
Yeah, it was just the dock cycle that really got me at the end there. That
Yeah.
every time I was getting a little closer, I was like, oh, I can kill Doc. And then, nope, he came right back out.
Yeah, for those
Mhm.
situations, you really need to set it up where you just grind out for power, and then it's just quick succession. This turn I kill Doc, this turn I kill Snow White. Because unless there's a reshuffle, Doc takes at least 2 turns to come back out. So it has to be kill Doc, kill Snow White, exactly turn by turn.
Yeah, I still need to work on my Evil Queen a little bit.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Did you think I picked okay with the drafting?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I think with the drafting,
So you vetoed Queen of Hearts. Can you talk about that decision?
yes. Okay, where's the writing tile so I can do a visual analysis? I don't. Okay, whatever. So I kind of figured out that like Evil Queen and Radigan are going to be the first 2 picked.
Mhm.
I didn't know which one Wacko was going to choose, but I was really fine with either of them there. Obviously, I would have preferred Rat, but it was still fine. I was hoping for slightly better fate management and getting more power faster, but that didn't happen. But anyway, I was fine with that. And then with Perfectly Wretched, it's pretty balanced against each other. I do think Cruella is the better choice against Pete. I think Pete is a better choice against Gothel. I think Gothel is a better choice against Cruella. So I was really hoping that he wouldn't choose Cruella there, but
Yeah,
Interesting.
Oh,
and you're also not quite sure how if you'd prefer like Queen of Hearts really to either of the Perfectly Wretched set. She's a little tougher matchup for both of those.
yeah, that Queen of Hearts is just so weird. I think she would beat Pete pretty easily, and she would lose against Cruella pretty easily. So if I left Queen of Hearts, Wacko chose Cruella there. I'm stuck with Queen of Hearts against Cruella, and that just it'd be like this, except I wouldn't have the little fake control I did have.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, it's gonna make us force us to make some thoughtful and tough decisions if you're having to pick.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to see kind of how it all plays out.
All right.
I did think that Radigan starting with 2 power and made him really even stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about the new starting conditions a little earlier. But thank you, Wako and Slave, for playing. Wish you best of luck in the league proper. But we're going to move to our second match with Zachary and Jim Dandy. So I will let them know to come on in.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It was very fun.
Thanks
Talk
for
soon.
coming out.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go back.
Catch
to
you guys
Spencer.
in the league.
Oh, we're the only ones in this channel now. Okay.
Yeah, just keep in here.
Yeah, I will just go ahead and clean this all up. Actually, I can just respawn everything. Oh no, just spawn. That was interesting that all 5 of the picks were Prospero Hall villains. So it'll be interesting to see if Zachary and Jim Dandy get some Ravensbrücker villains. Okay.
Yeah, we had trying to think, which ones did we have? We had a couple we had one from the base set, 2 from Perfectly Wretched, and then we had 1 Wicked to the Core and 1 Evil Comes Prepared.
Yeah, pretty broad mix there. Let's look at chat. I'm being asked if I'm going to show off Horned King. Of course I'll show off Horned King. If Horned King's in the flop, I mean, like, depends on whether I get the pick or the veto. Because if someone's playing me and Horned King pops up, Horned King's probably going to get vetoed. Evil Queen will probably get vetoed because people know those are the two villains I play. Cruella de Vil will probably get vetoed, as will probably Lotso. Those are the ones I've been playing the most. Okay, so I would pick Lotso. So we kind of had a sort of Zachary tried doing an ELO rating thing, sort of instead of having formalized league seasons, just hey, here's the competitive thing, and it kind of petered out because there wasn't really any kind of incentive. I suppose there wasn't really kind of like time frame. It was like, hey, if you want to play, and so people played for a little bit, and then it just kind of died out. But in that format, it was pick ban, I think. So you each picked three, drafting from everything. But rather than a flop, it was like, okay, you pick from everything. And of course, with Madam Mim out, everyone was picking Madam Mim. And so I would pick Lotso as a counterpick to Madam Mim because I think Lotso does pretty well against her because fading Lotso a lot doesn't really do much. And Lotso can fade a lot in return.
Right. Yeah, I think that the bigger and badder set definitely had a lot of I don't want to say fate control because they don't really control their fates very much, but they had a lot of fate access.
Yes.
And I think that's one of the things I think I like about the draft versus like a pick ban is that you're not always going to have that Madam Mim pick that most of the time will probably get vetoed. But it just kind of allows for a little bit more of a variety than when the top like 4 or 5 villains get chosen most of the time.
Yeah. And RJG2 is also saying in the chat that he let me have it in the practice tourney. So he let me have Horned King in the practice tourney, and then he beat me in the practice tourney. So well done there.
Do you remember? It's been a while since we had that practice
while.
tourney. But I didn't know if you remembered your villain selections.
I don't remember my villain selections. That is White, which is Jim Dandy right now. So we're getting the flop. Zachary is shuffling. Lady Tremaine, okay, that's Ravensburg. Captain Hook. Horny Boy.
Your favorite.
Doc Facilier. And Mama G. This is an interesting... All these, get rid of Hook. Get Hook out of here. I don't like Captain Hook.
There.
I'm going to be, in the next couple of weeks or so, I'm going to put out my review of Introduction to Evil. Spoiler alert, I still don't like Captain Hook. Gothel. Oh, band Gothel.
Ooh. Aww. I think I might have done...
Okay, Doc, yeah.
I might have banned Captain Hook on that one.
Yeah, I think I like LT better than Doc here. Someone's got to play Horned King.
Yeah.
Is that Horned King or is that Prince John? I can't tell.
Is it? Let me zoom in.
It's Prince John. Never mind. It's Prince John. Yeah.
That changes the ban options. I was curious on the ban there because I thought
I'm
it was
so
Horned
zoomed
King.
out because I got to show everything. It's like, what is that? It is not Horned King. It is a Prince John. Okay. Taking Captain Hook. I like that pick. I don't like playing Captain Hook, but if it's like, okay, I gotta win here, then yeah, I'm probably taking Captain Hook over Prince John. So we shall see. So Lady Tremaine is kind of degenerate. Oh, okay, here's Captain Hook, who is also kind of degenerate. This is exactly...
And we have them playing against each other.
But this does mean it's going to be Prince John versus Doc. So they're both aware of that. Oh, no, tabletop is, yeah, okay. TTS
Yep.
first for a sec.
There we go.
Okay. Jim Dandy should also have 2 power.
There we go.
Oh, they're so far apart. Gotta be so zoomed out. I'm asking them to move closer together so I can like zoom in a little bit more.
They're working on it.
Hey,
There we go.
There we go. That's better.
Hey, beautiful.
All right, this should be it.
It'd be interesting to see what they do with the introduction to evil characters in the flop. If they'll be their own separate character, or if they'll be, I think they'll be their own separate card. Probably.
I don't want them to be their own separate thing. I think they need to do something where, immediate Lucifer. I like that. Ditching Anastasia. So LT can go to Cinderella's room immediately now, which is interesting. Starting on their portrait makes so many villains so different.
Mm-hmm.
It's me. But no, I don't want Enter to Evil villains to be considered separate. I want it. There is Captain Hook, and then either you have to pick I2E, or you have to pick Worst Takes It All, or you get to pick one. But it is one thing in the flop.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I like having 2 options in the flop to have an extra chance for each of them.
So yeah, Gus is gonna get trapped immediately, but that does cover up that upper fate, which you need as Captain Hook right now. This is so much of Lady Tremaine's gameplay is just discarding everything. Yeah, there's an early Wendy bird. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I almost would have liked the top discard covered, because if she has that top discard available, she can fly through her deck.
Oh yeah. So like Lady Tremaine, as much flack as Ravensburger gets, Lady Tremaine fears almost like a worst takes it all villain. Apart from the wording differences and apart from vicious practical jokes, everything else about her feels very in line with that set in terms of like how much, okay, you're gonna discard so much to get your things. So she does not feel out of place at all to me, alongside like Captain Hook or Ursula. Oh, that's a real early wedding bells. Zachary is zooming.
Right there with Lucifer.
There's the map. Okay. Good. Now you need a daughter. Okay, we got the cane.
Chucking a bunch of stuff.
Alright, I'm guessing the last card in hand is a VPJ. Because he's held onto it. You taunt. Taunt Wendy. Taunt Wendy.
I don't know. Taunt on Wendy's not the best.
But that's a taunt. You need to taunt something.
There's another one in there.
But you need to taunt multiple things. Like, God, this is why I hate Hook so much. John just sucks. John is so bad. John really should be able to move a hero. Like, that would just make too much sense. There's the VPJ. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, you move Lucifer somewhere, and then you move to Cinderella's room and move him right back. Like, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, so the main thing with Lady Tremaine is you are checking your fate deck. You need to know exactly what is where and when.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely her thing, is to control that fate deck.
Mm-hmm. And there goes midnight. All right, we are gunning for Anastasia. What do we got? a swashity buckle. I think we're gonna kill John. Are we killing John?
If we are, we're using both of them.
Oh, yeah, we're killing John.
Just getting them off the board.
Ooh. All right, checking. Oh, yeah, and another thing. Yeah, just like everything. Like,
Yeah, and that's why I think I like that cover
yeah,
of the discard a little better.
there's Anastasia. So the thing about LT is that all of her cards do have uses, but you can speed run as her very easily. Just get rid of the map.
Yep. No free item play.
Because if the fates don't come out in your favor, then you will need all the other things in your deck.
Mm-hmm. Bumping over Wendy. Give him a scare.
So let's track sizes of decks. There are 15 cards left for Captain Hook. There are 4 left for Lady Tremaine. And if Lady Tremaine has a VPJ and Ball Gown, Anastasia in hand, this is over. Oh, that does nothing. That does absolutely nothing. You needed a glass slipper.
I think you cover the ball or the Cinderella's room.
Yeah.
Right now.
I mean, LT's going to go there anyway because she needs the power to play Ball Gun, which is something I just remembered.
Right.
But I think LT at this point doesn't even want to fate. You make Captain Hook bring out Peter Pan all by himself. Like, no, don't discard that. Don't. He almost discarded Ball Gun.
Like, whoopsie.
It's so bad.
And here's the other VPJ, maybe?
Yeah, unless you've been all the way through the deck. No, he only discarded 2, which means there is a VPJ there.
Yep,
yeah,
we do have it. Yep,
yeah.
So there it is.
Yeah, you pick Cinderella.
Cinderella. Yep, that's going to be game.
Yeah, it's game. Because we saw that flub. We know she's in hand. Oh my god. Yeah, LT just like just zooms.
Yeah.
But this is like the best case scenario for LT because I've had Lady Tremaine games where you just like are stuck and it's like I can't do anything.
Yeah. She seems to go. She swings one of 2 ways. She either gets buried if she can't control her fate deck, or she can control it and then like there's nothing you can do.
Also, that went so fast I didn't even remember to change the villain profiles. I am going to remember now. So we have Prince John here for Zachary. Looks like we are sticking with Captain Hook for Jim Dandy. I'll shuffle that.
Matchup of the original box.
Mm-hmm. And this is the worst takes at all versions of these characters, not the introduction to evil versions of these characters, despite the introduction to evil starting conditions. Prince John starting with the 2 extra power.
Yeah, we did a preview of some of the new ones, and we kept the old power starting rules, which I think is, especially with a Prince John, I think it's more beneficial with a 0 and a 1.
Now, with
like you said
introduction
earlier,
to evil, Captain Hook, you don't want to do that immediately because that is a great way to get taunt on Peter Pan.
Right.
Okay, PJ is just gaining some power, playing some Wolf Archers, starting Rhino Guards. Yeah. Yeah, Prince John wants money. Captain Hook wants to kill yet another adolescent. There's a lot of...
Didn't succeed last.
There's a lot of child murder in Disney. Yeah. Skippy is immune to the Wolf Archers. Perfect. So PJ is a little harder to speed run.
But he's also very inevitable.
Whoop. All right, Zachary had a disconnection.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, so... while we wait for Zachary to reconnect, what are you thinking about this matchup?
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting matchup. I think that I think that Captain Hook, depending on where the cards come, which Neverland map came out pretty quick, so I think I would favor Hook a little bit in this matchup, just with um the speed with an early map. But the Prince John can definitely come back too. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, discarding a set of trap. And we're fading Captain Hook. Is it a Peter Pan? It's not. Yeah, you play Lost Boys. Lost Boys. All day. Twice on Sundays.
Every day. All day, every day.
Yeah. Getting some power. Playing a party that boards. Raving with Maurice. Oh, King Richard. Yes, please. Absolutely. Twice on Sundays. The issue is, where do you put him? Because he's probably going to die. I would honestly have put him into the jail, because otherwise he was just going to die. Because he's just going to die. Oh my god. Golden arrow. No, a warrant. Okay, getting defensive. All right,
Yeah.
I like that. Discarding the actions you can't use right now because of the king. Where do you go?
I think you move those Lost Boys out of the way.
Yeah. Like, you may as well.
Captain Hook doesn't want to get fate locked.
All right. Oh my god.
Ooh, that's good. I like that. Although we could have discarded the map and played that for free.
You could have, yes.
I think
Disguise
Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just double block, because we haven't seen Sir Hiss yet. But it's like once Sir Hiss comes out, it's like PJ becomes so.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of point there. So I like the just getting rid of 2 power with the Clever Disguise.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like that.
And there is Sheriff. Nice.
Of the Ham. Oh, yeah.
And a taunt. Absolutely.
Taunt. We want. To wee woo. Alright. Mermaid Lagoon. Moving the boys. I think what I would like to see is TikTok at the tree. I'm not so sure about the scimitar, because you need 2 to get rid of the Lost Boys. I think we're just kind of working around King Richard right now. Or maybe trying to get another bow and arrows for the sheriff. Or just trying to find another ally.
Yeah, might not even have another ally right now.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Prince John's condition for cowardice against Captain Hook.
Oh, yes.
Alan Adale here,
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure.
But where do you put him? Yeah, that's probably the best place.
Yeah, that's probably the best spot.
No Robin Hood yet.
Discarding a worthy opponent, too.
You need to find Peter Pan. Alright, gaining 8. Well, getting 2/8, rather. Man, once you get rid of King Richard, beautiful, lovely taxes are going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still looking for another ally. Ooh, the crown. Okay. Or maybe like this is just set up and playing the long game. That's one thing about... Oh, God. Yeah, get rid of that boarding party. And so that's the thing. Tinkerbell is in Captain Hook. Prince John has nothing like that. Like, you can throw whatever you want on the board. It's not leaving unless it's a warrant.
Yeah, the only thing that can be discarded by his fate deck.
Mm-hmm.
and only by 1 card.
Yep.
Let's see. Little John takes some power.
I don't know. I think I would.
Unless you clever disguise Richard.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Because the clever disguise is guaranteed permanent power loss, whereas this is
right, temporary.
Yeah. Okay, cunning. That does mean there will not be cowardice because you got rid of another ally, unless Hook plays another ally here, which he might. Okay, we're discarding Why would you discard obsession?
I would have.
King Richard is gonna kick the bucket here.
And Little John as well too, eventually.
I think you do Friar Tuck here, I think.
Yeah,
Robin Hood's gonna come out eventually.
But like you say, really, really gonna be some beautiful, lovely taxes here.
I think now you go to Nottingham, you get rid of the king, play beautiful, lovely taxes, get so much power.
Yeah, 2 from the Golden Arrow, and how many other are on the board? 1, 2, 3, 4 more. There's another free ally for Hook.
Game 2. There's there's an obsession.
There's the other one. And TikTok's gone. Would have been nice to be able to play on both.
Yeah. Then where's your taxes? Oh, we're imprisoning Friar Tuck. I don't hate that.
Yeah, good move. All right, what heroes have we seen gone by? There's still another Lost Boys in there, I think. And trying to remember from who we saw last game versus this game. Pretty sure Wendy and Michael and John are all still in there too.
Cowardice. Oh, yeah, trigger.
Yep.
We did see intimidation went by. So there is a set of trap.
And there's Robin Hood gone.
Yeah, get 2 more power from the Golden Arrow. Gain 3.
3 from the location, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Prince John's setup here.
Yeah, it's as soon as he gets beautiful, lovely taxes. So I was playing with a friend with Introduction to Evil, and he was playing Prince John, and he defeated Maid Marian, bringing out Robin Hood onto 2 warrants, gaining 4 power, and then played 2 beautiful, lovely taxes, and just won out of nowhere. It was insane.
Yeah. After once more capturing or defeating Robin Hood, I should say, right?
I think put the disguise on Little John. Put the disguise on Little John.
Putting 4 onto Lady Cluck, I think.
Yeah. You don't care about Skippy. Alright, gaining 1.
Beautiful, lovely taxes.
Yep, there's 5.
Yeah, and I don't know if we've seen any other ones going by, have we?
We have not. Or at least I haven't. There might have been one like underneath the intimidation. Still no. Yeah, PJ is not fading right now because you don't want to bring up Peter. I guess we steal again. I put it on Skippy at this point. Interesting
Friar
choice. There's cowardice. Okay, it looks like we're doing some counting. Cowardice has to put something on the field. Yeah, there's Nutsy.
There it
okay.
is.
All right. Oop.
Do we have a bow and arrow to use Sheriff for a vanquish here? Just gonna get some more money, pay some more taxes. Oh, there's bow and arrow for free.
All right. Chat is commenting on Robin Hood would have been at 6. I don't think that mattered because trigger's 4. Yeah, that's 6 anyway. Trigger's a beefy boy. All right. I don't think either of those are. Oh, King Richard. You play King Richard, so you
I
keep
mean,
your taxes.
Richard prevents the taxes for now, so.
Yeah.
At least prevents an immediate win. Not necessarily, though. Because Sheriff can gain a power, and then vanquish Friar Tuck. Get to 20. Ooh, 22.
Yeah. 22. Okay, Captain Aghast of Fate. Still no Peter Pan in sight. Little John's already in the board, so it has to be the steal, which ain't gonna matter for too much. Like, you were just delaying the inevitable right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, that's a concession.
Yep. That's the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I think just too many heroes on the board for Prince John there.
Yeah, let's go join their voice chat.
Yeah.
Hello.
I have this.
No, it's not over. Hold on.
Oh, it's not over?
Get out.
Okay, all right. It looked like you had tossed your hands on the board. All right, we'll get out.
What?
Okay, there's some discussion going on.
I was.
Oh my God, JK come back. Okay.
Obviously.
So are we allowed to be here?
I'm just because I'm assuming that didn't you have Mr. Starkey in hand? I'm confused. No, wait, you only had. Okay.
Yeah, that was my hand. Worthy opponent move, and then I end, and then can't do nothing else, right? I fate you.
No, well, hypothetically, you could have gone here, moved Pan, Mr. Starkey, then played the cannon and double vanquished.
Wait, what? Well, I'm saying if you go, and then on my turn I do that play, right?
No, see, okay, last turn you were here. You hadn't played a card yet, right? Did you play a card?
I go, yeah, I did. I had to bring Peter Pan out worthy opponent.
Yeah, you bring Peter Pan out with worthy opponent. You move Pan over here. I go here and gain the power. Next turn, you go here. You move Pan with Ingenious Device. You move him again with Mr. Starkey. You play your second cannon, and you double vanquish both of them.
Do I have enough?
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
Wait, is it enough? Yeah, because you had this boarding party and the swashbuckler. Yeah.
Okay.
So that wins.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I was confused there because when you showed me your hand, I was like, oh, I lost.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one more game, I guess.
Okay, I am currently confused. I thought that was a concession
So
for
Dan didn't realize. So, did you hear the explanation, or do you want?
Yeah, I heard the explanation, but like, my impression was that Jim Dandy like conceded the game there because he didn't see an out.
He did concede the game there, but I feel like playing another game, so I told him why he actually would have
All
won.
right, sure. Are we okay? Cool. Let's do that then.
So we're playing another game because I feel like it.
All right, I
Let's do
guess
it.
we're doing this. It's 1-1 right now. Sure. Uh, you gotta see it yourself, or doesn't count for this game though. All right, let's go. Please put them closer together so I don't need to be zoomed out.
Okay.
All right, I'll go back into my chat hall.
All right.
They're playing another round because Zachary wants to play another round.
All right, so we have Doctor versus PJ.
We sure do. I need to change thing over here. Where is... Oh, there's Doctor. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. So I do know Enter to Evil will be available for Wicked League. Cincinnatus has not decided how to deal with them yet.
I guess we'll find that out next week.
Yeah.
I believe that next week starts the season.
By next week, you mean not this week, but the next one.
Not this coming,
Yeah.
the following. So a week from tomorrow,
Yeah.
you can start playing matches, I believe.
The holdout is on, like, I am scanning in my Enter to Evil cards. I was scanning everything in, but it's just taking so long, so I just still need to do Mal and Captain Hook. So for the mod, I'm just going to do just the ones that have changed, which should be a lot quicker, especially since there's only a couple cards that have changed for both of them. And then the realms are different. All right.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to turn off... I don't remember how to turn this thing off. The buttons on the side, how do you get rid of those? On TTS.
Which? You're asking the wrong person.
Configuration, I think. Here we go. Interface. Tools. Go away. There we go. Wonderful. Wunderbar.
Ooh,
Oh, that hurts.
That's a tough fate.
Honestly, I would have doubled up at Voodoo Emporium, but Zachary knows what he's doing, I'm assuming.
I think you go and get rid of Ray here if you have something.
Yeah, and that's why I would have double locked at Voodoo Emporium. Yeah. Bye-bye. But it's possible PJ here wants a hero or two, so you can get use out of beautiful, lovely Texas. Oh, well, goodbye.
Fate whiff.
Yeah. So this is now degenerate PJ, and I know I've talked to some people like, no, PJ just wants to gain power. I was like, no, PJ does not care. PJ is gonna fate and play Cruella. Okay, that hurts. Yeah, PJ can play Cruella better than Cruella because PJ has so many tools, and you can't get rid of anything on his board. Alright. Interesting. Just want to discard. Just chuck in the hand. Okay. Now Zachary feels comfortable enough to chuck.
Start gaining some power.
Yeah. Also, at this point, you don't want to exhaust all of the talisman stealers.
Mm-hmm.
Voodoo dolls. Gonna try to move something next turn, presumably.
Unless that thing gets evening starred right into the pile.
Okay.
Cutting down on the fate.
Mm-hmm. Robin Hood and the Warrant still gives you 1 power. Oh.
Mhm. Are we gonna discard the allies? Oh no, we don't, because we played the card. Never mind. It's been a while for me too.
So that should let Tiana get defeated next turn, provided there isn't an Evening Star from Prince John here. Alright, discarding Illusion Powder. Not sure I would have done that. Because you got a bunch of stuff in the fortune pile right now. A bunch of stuff you don't
I think there's just a couple cards, isn't there?
but it's
The
good
cane
stuff.
and the... It is good stuff. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have discarded it either. Could have potentially played it next turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting rid of Tiana.
Okay. Looks like we had a little interruption there. We're getting befaited. Yeah, Lewis.
Yep.
This is why when people are like, oh my god, Dr. Facilier is so broken, it's like, have you played against Dr. Facilier? It's so easy to just swamp him.
Yeah, he can get swamped. If he gets his stuff early, he's pretty tough to beat, but
Yeah, greed
you can...
greed is not happening. Discarding greed. Especially not with Tiana out. If Tiana weren't out, then greed might be possible, but it makes everything so much more expensive. Where are you gonna go? You don't want to go to the Emporium. I think you just go get power. I think you did just see. Wait, Blair, you were breathing right over your microphone.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's like we're in a
I
wind tunnel.
try...
Ooh, okay, I like that. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Oh Jesus.
Wow.
This isn't even a fair fight anymore. Oh my god. Free warrant. And free bows and
Free bow and arrow.
Yeah. Oh my god. And the voodoo dolls are out of place, so they can't move Lewis. I honestly might have put the frog form on Lewis.
We're gonna play another one and move Lewis. Let's see.
Or just move one, then move. You're discarding the Shadow Man. You need that to kill Lewis? Like, if he put the frog form on Lewis last turn, then he played the Shadow Man this turn. Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Prince John's just like, I don't need to fate you. I'm going to gain power. Like, I don't need to do any of
Gain
this.
some money.
Okay. Play a Shadow Spirits for 3 whole power. I would honestly put him in the jail.
Yeah.
Cowardice. Oh my god. Do you have a golden arrow? Oh, you're just getting rid of him. Okay. I'm a little surprised at that, honestly. Okay, yeah. Oh my god. Just that first fate of Ray with Tiana, I think, is what sealed this game here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not a great combo for Dr. Facilier.
Not at all.
What do we have here? Chucking more allies.
I think maybe Jin Dandy is thinking, okay, at this point, my board is not recoverable. I'm just gonna find the talisman in Real New Orleans and just hope luck favors me.
Yeah. You still need quite a bit of power to play both of those, though.
Yeah. But if you get a hand of Oops All Cards Will Tells and the Talus and the Real New Orleans, you can go and
True.
force Lewis to play it for you.
You can do that.
Oh, that's very risky.
There comes Juju on that one. And King Richard's gonna die.
Yup. I would love to see a golden arrow here.
Maybe we gotta hunt for it here. Let's see. Playing trigger.
Yeah, trigger.
And do we have
do Eudora
Juju?
here.
We do not. Yeah, just double cover that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, you're in a rough spot as Doctor here.
Very much so. So next turn, Prince John can just go to the jail, gain some more power, and it's just like, this is just a very bad position. You gotta show off your hand.
I would. Yeah, little late on getting rid of her.
Yeah, you should have gotten rid of her a while ago.
Yeah.
But now you can cards
gonna
will
see if we
tell.
can get a couple of those out of there. Only 2 because Mama Odie's on the board.
Okay.
And you get to draw some cards.
It says discarded. Goodbye, Lawrence.
And bow and arrow. So long, King Richard.
Yeah.
And in go the Masked Spirits.
Wait. Sorry.
I think we need to get rid of at least one of those allies. Unless he had it on trigger, so that's 5. Trigger's 5.
Okay. All right. I forgot bow and arrow gives extra strength.
Yep. I thought it was on the wolf archers,
Yeah.
but we finally got Rule New Orleans in the pile there. Now we're going to play the talisman here.
Yep.
But we don't have power to play.
So there
Cards
are
Will Tell.
4 things in there.
And you're only drawing 2 with Mama Odie.
Yeah, I think you just go there, you gain 2. Because that forces him to come fate you.
Forces the fate. Yep. And it's got to be Little John.
They're both looking through Doc's fate pile. Yeah, Doc is fate locked. You gain.
No, he can fate.
No, Doc cannot fate. Oh no, Doc can fate, but Doc has to fate. Yeah, Doc has to fate.
Yeah, he has to fate.
Yeah.
He has to get Little John.
Mm.
If Little John hasn't gone by.
I don't think he has. There he is. Oh, but there's a warrant basically everywhere.
Which there's warrants everywhere. And he's just gonna die too.
Yeah.
If you put him at the other one, you have to stick him at the jail, I think.
Doc has a chance if he has friends on the other side here.
He doesn't have a power to play it.
No, he can play friends on the other side. Tiana's gone.
He can play friends on the other side, but he can't play Cards Will Tell. You have to put him.
No. He can play.
You have to
He can
put
play
him
friends on
in
the
jail.
side here, and then Cards Will Tell next turn.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. He hasn't played his card yet. You have to put him. You've got to put him at the jail, or he's just gonna die, and he's gonna get the power back.
But this is worst takes it all version. This is not Introduction to Evil version.
Right. But if he puts Little John at any of the other locations, he's gonna immediately die, and he's gonna get the 4 power back. And that's game.
All right.
Couldn't get the power.
Let's go to their voice. All right, now you're ready to talk?
Yes. Did you catch that move where I played the warrant here so I could get to 20 no matter what?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Man, I'm rusty, man. Man, this is great.
Oh, but that early fate of Ray and Tiana was brutal.
Yeah,
That was brutal.
That killed me right there. That killed me.
Yeah, the beauty of starting on the portrait is I can go to Sherwood turn 1, which really changes
You ain't got no money and Tiana get played. It's ugly.
Oh yeah, starting on the portrait with Lady Tremaine was fantastic because you could go right to Cinderella's room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't give a shit about fading Hook.
Yeah.
IT definitely boosted Tremaine for sure. And then Peter Pan being at the bottom twice didn't help either.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, I thought that the turn one map would have been helpful in that second game, but
Sure, I thought so too.
Well, you just have to be very careful with Prince John because the reality is a lot of his fates really don't matter, especially if he gets the stuff he needs. Because, like, if you notice, I didn't even kill most of those heroes.
Yeah, I mean,
you leave him on the board for the taxes at the end.
Yeah. Except
as long as the turns kept going, especially with the hook game in this, as long as the turns keep going, PJ just gonna stack all his heroes.
Yeah, PJ is very inevitable. You need to outrace him. So that was interesting. We were talking about your LT. You were speed running her. You were just as fast as possible to your win condition. Your first round with PJ, you were definitely a bit more deliberate. You were building up everything. You were making sure you had everything in place. But this game, you were speed running. I think because you saw that like you had fully covered up Doc's boards. It was like, I'm just going to speed run. So whenever there was a hero, you killed it.
I wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Odie came out. Yeah, once the Odie came
That's I think that's really the key to competitive villainous is that you really have to be prepared to play villains differently depending on the circumstances of the game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because like sometimes being more methodical is more important in certain matchups, especially if you're sitting on certain cards. Like there was one turn in that PJ game I didn't fate hook to put Pan on the board because there's a chance I might lose a turn if I did so.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like there comes a point where you just stop fating hook.
Yeah.
What do you
and there are other games like this one where I gain power because I'm so far ahead that I don't really care about anything else.
Exactly. What do you think about the Intro to Evil start condition, starting on the portrait, starting with 2 extra power?
I think starting on the portrait is fine, and I felt like for certain characters, starting here was a little too inhibiting, especially for like Horn King or Queen of Hearts, where one of your discards is there. And you have a horrible starting hand, so you just feel like you can't even do anything. I think starting with 2 power, I don't know. I haven't played enough games to say for sure. But the problem is that starting with 2 power is a sort of threshold that makes it easier for villains to deal with early fates. And it makes it makes matchups in which one villain was already favored even more potentially lopsided, which is very dangerous in a draft format where you're going to be forced to play a lot of different matchups. And it's not the kind, like, giving them 3 power would not have changed that. It's the fact that you start with 2 rather than 0 or 1. Because, like, in Corella's case, that's the difference between you being able to go here and play Horus turn 1.
True.
Or, like, with Doctor playing anyone other than Shadow Man.
Yeah, but in Tremaine's case, the I2E rules just favor her like crazy.
Yeah, they're really good.
Get 2 power, she get to play 2 items. Like, man, go to the music room, play 2 items, turn 1.
Yeah, there was like turn 1 Lucifer, turn 2 Wedding Bells.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, turn 1 Lucifer. Turn 1 Lucifer? Man, come on, man.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I need to see some actual data because this is just my anecdotal experience and I could be biased by like a horrible game or 2. But I think that starting with 0, and the other perception is I really don't feel like the games went faster starting with 2 power. Like, did you feel any of these matches were particularly faster?
Little with Tremaine, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
That particular one went real fast. But then you had the Corella versus Evil Queen game, which almost went to time.
Yeah, it's not really a big difference with the like how long the match takes, because it's gonna take long if, you know, depending on the characters that's played, you know, how long they take to win. But I mean, as far as the game 2 power starting the portrait, man, that's rough for some characters, man. It just makes some characters insane. Like Tremaine being able to play a ball guy on turn 1 is just crazy.
Well, hypothetically, even if it favors some characters over others, we're playing with the draft, so like ideally, you're not going to see every single character that often.
Yeah.
What I will say is
Hook 2, turn 1 on the map.
Oh yeah, turn 1 on the
first map.
And then like Mother Gothel, like so often playing Mother Gothel, I find myself being like, if I just had 1 more power. So starting with 2 extra with her, she would probably flow a little better.
With Mim too, turn 1.
Oh god, Mim does not need any help.
But turn 1 destroy transformation is crazy though. Especially if it's like the GOAT, when you just don't have the dragon, man.
Yeah, with Peach it's insane because early Robin Hood and King Richard are so much easier to handle with the additional 2 power.
Yeah, Jafar too, because I can go to streets and play Scarabs and Fate.
So one thing that is striking me is that these are rules that were put into the Introduction to Evil rules, which is being very deliberately and obviously to me marketed as this is an introductory product. This introduction to Evil. This is for first-time players. This is to get people into Villainous, so the villains are streamlined and simplified and easier to hop into. And I think the starting rules are also in there. So I think like everyone starts with 2 power just makes it easier setting things up. If you have like a 4-player game, getting rid of the Fate token makes it okay. This one less thing new players need to worry about. But I think for a competitive scene, I would honestly be more in favor of sticking with the original, at least for power. I'm open to trying out starting on the villain portrait, because that seems a more...
I said the same thing, but I felt like for the sake of not being biased, it's better for the first season to just try the new rules and then come to a decision when the season's over.
Once we have the data, yeah.
But yeah, I agree that I think the starting with 2 power, I'm not sure that it necessarily helps competitively. And I think that games just kind of go smooth. I think the characters are better balanced around starting with 0 or 1 power.
Yeah.
And it's going to make some characters want to go second. Because with the I2E rules, now Hook wants to go first.
Yeah.
You don't care.
Well, everyone wants to go first. The only reason to really go second was if you wanted to put back something you drew early. Like if you're Jafar and you drew the lamp.
Yeah. And with the I2E rules, I don't care. I'm going first.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Zachary and Jim Dandy, for playing. Thank you also to Slay and Wacko for the earlier match. Thank you, Weight of Glory, for helping me commentate. And thank you, all you lovely watchers who were here in the Twitch stream as it was happening, and for those of you who watch it later on YouTube. I hope you either join in our little Wicked League as we start things up, or you check out. I'll probably do more streams over the next couple of months or so. But otherwise, have a wonderful rest of whatever time of day it is for you. That's it from all of us here.